Creepy elements in Incredibox Sprunki have long become a key feature of the game, shaping not only its mood but also its entire underlying lore. The narrative subtly weaves these eerie details into its fabric, creating a world that's both fascinating and unsettling. Interestingly, while many players have noticed these oddities, few have truly grasped the hidden messages behind them. Without further delay, let's dive into uncovering the chilling secrets lurking within Sprunki's world. Have you ever observed anything strange about the clouds in Sprunki's realm? At first glance, they appear to be ordinary clouds, blending seamlessly into the backdrop. However, things take a sinister turn when you equip the special hat. With the hat in place, not only do the characters undergo startling transformations, but the very environment changes dramatically. The once innocent clouds come alive, growing pitch-black eyes that fix their gaze upon you as if peering straight into your soul. Some players speculate this feature might be an homage to another game, or more specifically, a fan-made mod for that game, starring a character named Bob. The mod, known simply as Bob, follows his disturbing transformation from a seemingly harmless figure into a terrifying monster. What's truly intriguing is the uncanny resemblance between Bob and Black Sprunki. Both share an iconic symbol, the ominous single eye. But this eerie eye isn't a novel creation. It's actually derived from a classic piece of stock footage frequently used in horror content over the years. Indie horror developers in particular have turned to this imagery to heighten the unsettling atmosphere in their works. Though its ability to frighten has diminished with time, the eye continues to serve as a universal emblem of unease and dread. Thus, these aren't just ominous black clouds, they're clouds with eyes, seemingly alive and watching us at every moment. However, the eerie eyes don't seem to directly reference a single game or character. Instead, it's yet another iteration of a spooky animated eye GIF that has been widely used across various forms of media, making it both familiar and unsettling at the same time. But the developer has hidden even more disturbing details within the game. Do you recall Mr. Tree and his horrifying nightmare version? At first, many, including myself, assumed this was a nod to Slender Man, given the strange symbols and cryptic drawings scrawled on the trees. It seemed like a natural connection, given Slender Man's infamous association with the haunting imagery of forests and mysterious markings. However, there's a chilling twist concerning the tree. That seemingly random sketch? It's not just some creepy artwork. Upon closer inspection, it's a missing person poster. The faded notice shows someone being searched for, sparking widespread speculation about its origin. Initially, players believed it might reference another game or a fictional event. But the truth is far more horrifying. It ties back to a real-life disappearance. On August 26, 2024, a 16-year-old girl went missing in Dayton, Ohio. The actual missing person notice issued by authorities includes a plea for caution and urges anyone with information to come forward immediately. Shockingly, the in-game poster appears to be almost identical to the real one. The resemblance is uncanny, not just in the layout, but also in the photograph used, which seems to be a direct match. This disturbing detail suggests that the developers deliberately incorporated a real missing person notice into the game, blurring the lines between fiction and reality, and adding an even more sinister layer to Sprunki's already unsettling atmosphere. What happened to Mackin after her disappearance remains a grim mystery. The poster has never been removed from official records, suggesting that, tragically, the girl was never found. If the developers intentionally referenced this real-life case, it would stand as one of the most chilling nods in Incredibox Sprunki, and possibly across similar games. Despite the passage of time, the mystery surrounding her fate lingers, casting a haunting shadow over this unsettling detail. Of course, there's the possibility that this is merely a coincidence, and the striking similarity between the photographs is just that, a resemblance with no deeper connection. However, the developer has remained completely silent on the matter, offering no explanation for the inclusion of the poster. The fact that this incident is relatively recent makes the situation even eerier, leaving players grappling with the notion that a real missing person's case might have been entwined with the game's dark lore. Whether intentional or accidental, this detail has undeniably added an unsettling layer to the Sprunki narrative. And the game doesn't stop there. Its unsettling story continues with other chilling elements, such as Lime's disturbing transformation. Lime, unlike the other characters, doesn't have a stable or consistent form. In one variation, he appears calm and subdued, but in another, he takes on a menacing, nightmare-like visage. Even so, the clues sprinkled throughout the game suggest that Lime was never truly normal from the start. This theory gains weight with the revelation that Lime reportedly escaped from a mental institution, a fact that casts his already mysterious character in a darker light. But what about his so-called normal form? This version of Lime is officially referred to as OWACKX. Despite being recognized as his default appearance by some fans, it's technically considered non-canon, adding to the confusion and making his character's identity even more ambiguous. These unsettling layers within Lime's story reinforce the game's broader theme of blurred reality and psychological unease, leaving players questioning what is real and what is illusion. Could this be another subtle clue pointing us toward the identity of the second killer? While we already know Venda as the primary murderer, there's growing speculation that OWACX might hold the title of the second. The theory gains traction from hints suggesting a violent encounter between Ratty and OWACX. Adding fuel to this mystery is the gruesome nature of Ratty's demise, one of the most horrific deaths in the game. This could imply that his killer was not only deranged, but also disturbingly adept, perhaps revealing OWACX as someone far more dangerous than initially believed. The dark revelations don't stop there. The tragic fate of Garold adds another chilling layer to the story. Garold's death, where he's crushed inside his suit, seems to be a deliberate homage to William Afton from the Five Nights at Freddy's series. However, the deeper truth about Garold's identity is even more horrifying than the circumstances of his death. Many players initially assumed Garold was a robot or perhaps a cyborg, given his mechanical-like appearance. After all, what else could be crushed inside such a suit? But the game slowly unveils a far more sinister reality. Garold was human, a man inside the suit, meeting his end in the most nightmarish way possible. This revelation not only twists expectations, but also adds a profoundly disturbing dimension to his character. It blurs the lines between man and machine, forcing players to confront the horrifying implications of his humanity in a world that thrives on eerie ambiguity. These gruesome fates and sinister secrets deepen the mystery surrounding Sprunki's universe, leaving us to wonder just how much darkness lies beneath its colorful, melodic exterior. Garold wasn't just any person, he was an inventor, much like Clucker. Together they created the Funbot and Mr. Fun computer. Inventing and building things was Garold's hobby. He was just as much a scientist as Clucker, but the purpose of his mechanical golden suit remains unclear. Was it part of some larger project, or simply a plot convenience the developer chose not to elaborate on? Without the suit, Garold's appearance is quite ordinary, except for one detail: he no longer wears glasses. While he may not be the developer's favorite character and his death is a clear homage, it remains deeply unsettling. The horror is magnified by the realization that he was a living person, not a robot. The real question is, what has become of the Sprunki world? And which of these horrifying facts do you find the most disturbing? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a like, and check out my previous theories. I think you'll find them fascinating.